Last night, a Jedi was murdered.
And so was the entire franchise of Star Wars.
No, not again, please.
Excuse me, Miss Big Tits, can you just get out of the way, please? Hello? Hello? Oh, look at that, boys and girls. Now Rogue is absolutely sulking. But listen, you still have a great pair of knockers. Be happy with those, as I shall be much later on. There you go, she's smiling again. But of course, folks, it is the Acolyte. It's episode 4. It's time, boys and girls. Are you ready for this? Yeah? Yeah? It's about pronouns in Star Wars. Hello? Is anybody still interested? Star Wars Theory said that was Harry Meet the Hendersons. Oh, Star Wars from Kathleen Kennedy and Leslie Headband. Can't wait. So I should pause the video right here and say, folks, that this morning when I woke up and I looked at YouTube, I saw the thumbnails in abundance about the pronoun situation in the 4th episode. Up to this point, it was meant to be a rumor, but sadly now, and I'm watching this episode absolutely fresh off the conveyor belt from the Disney Star Wars factory of chud. So I have no idea when this pronoun nonsense is going to come up. So I guess, boys and girls, this is going to be a lesson in spot the pronouns.
Don't ask questions. Just consume product and then get excited for next product.
Core far in a galaxy far, far away.
For what? For helping me find my sister, prove my innocence, clear my name.
I was just doing my duty.
I may never have known for certain May was alive.
Yeah, because when you're a person of diversity in the Star Wars universe, you are guilty and presumed innocent until presumed guilty and presumed innocent all over again. Oh, right, thanks. Yeah, that's great. That's great messaging. Thanks a lot, Osha or May. I can never tell which one is which now.
Don't tell me you'll miss me.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Is there going to be some budding romance with these two sisters?
It's about Master Soul.
I bet your breath stinks.
I've caused him enough trouble.
Yeah, because you're a woman.
There's 3 hours of sunlight left.
I'm surprised you can tell a fucking time.
An apprentice who doesn't know their master. It's absurd.
Threat. She's not disciplined.
Because she's a girl.
She killed 2 Jedi Masters.
We must alert the High Council.
The High Council would be obliged to
The
inform
High
Senate.
Council of
A scandal like
Pronouns
this
and
would inspire fear and
LGBT.
mistrust.
She looks like She-Hulk without the attractiveness. I'm wondering if anybody from She-Hulk actually worked on this character design right here. I'm deeply worried, ladies and gentlemen, for the brand new Mass Effect game. Whether you call it Mass Effect 5 or Mass Effect 4, they're going to litter that particular title with pronouns. Ah!
And now it's dead.
Oh, look, it's the 2 space lesbos again.
What's that? That's Basil. Is he or they with us?
What the shit? Are you kidding me? So she just said, who is that? Is Basil. Is he or they with what?
What's that? That's Basil. Is he or they with us?
I would love for it to be after I'm dead.
In the old days, I mean, you can quite clearly see Basil reacts like a man. So he's a male of the species. And I guess that the fact that it's an alien creature, she might want to say he or they. But unfortunately for me, that's a little bit too close on the nose. It's just too much. Come on, man. This is not fucking Star Wars educating kids about pronouns. This is so stupid beyond belief. So that was it, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 4 of the Acolyte. And what did I think of it? It was just a slog to get through. Yes, it moved a bit more quickly than the previous episodes. And when we get to that creature called Basil, who apparently his name is spelled Bazil instead of the S, which makes no sense again. Do the Americans really spell words with an S for a Z instead? Okay, whatever you want to do. But I wanted to take you to this story because it broke a couple of days ago. And I wanted to talk about it very quickly. I find it very hard to believe now. I'm talking a lot about Star Wars recently. I didn't think this would actually be the case. But former Lucasfilm animation employee says he's embarrassed and ashamed to have worked at Lucasfilm and on Star Wars after the Acolyte. Aye. This guy's called Knee Pain on YouTube. I've watched some of his videos. He's a well-spoken gentleman. But the thing that annoyed me about him when his story broke yesterday, he had recorded a video expressing his disappointment about what Lucasfilm has now become. And then he removed or delisted the video on his own YouTube channel, which I think was a grave mistake because he probably could have brought more eyes on there. The employee who runs, yes, I mentioned all of that already. He detailed, I was there when that happened and watched 90% of my co-workers get laid off at Disney. I was lucky enough to have survived that layoff. I use the word lucky loosely, but I was there during the transition period. I'll admit earlier on there was some hope, not the last hope, right? There was hope because they sat down, Kathleen Kennedy in a presentation of the company, and they showed us something that we had never seen before under George, and that was a 10-year plan? Oh my God, I actually felt really good about that. They said there are going to be more movies. We were all really, really excited. I think they used the wrong version of there. That's that they are going to be. That's meant to be there. Come on, that part place. Correct your grammar there. He then said, after some years, I left. I've been gone for about 7 years now, and I talk about this in another video where the third set of the trilogies came out, The Farce Awakens, and the whole Rey thing. I try to block a lot of it out. Actually, I don't even remember the name of those episodes that came out under Kathleen Kennedy. But I remember going to the crew meetings and coming out, well, feeling rather ashamed. When you step out of a shower, but you want to go back in again because you feel dirty and you just want to wash the crap off you? Well, this is Kathleen Kennedy Star Wars, isn't it? And then having the audacity and the nerve to say, yeah, I didn't really like it. And then you find out who the real fanboys are. Now, this is the shocking thing. And I can tell you, some of the biggest fanboys you'll find are the most toxic who work there. So translated, it means that people who now earned that position to be working for Lucasfilm under the smelly armpits of Kathleen Kennedy, yeah, we're going to worship her, oh mamacita. And whatever she gives to us, we're going to say, yes, Kathleen. No, Kathleen. 3 bags full, Kathleen. It's going to be that nonsense. But apparently, if you had an opinion and you said you didn't like this new creation or the new direction that this was all going in, you'd be out on your Todd. So never mind getting a monthly wage and a mortgage hanging over your head and a wife and kids to feed and look after. Oh, no. You'll be out if you disagree with our opinion and the way this 10-year plan of Star Wars is going ahead. Can you imagine me as a Lucas employee? I'd probably last, if I'm very lucky, maybe 3 days before they find out, oh my God, he likes the old legacy characters. We can't have that boy working here. And look at this smug picture. I mean, does Kathleen Kennedy realize that double-breasted suit? In her case, she does have some cleavage, but I'm glad in this case, really, this double-breasted suit is covering up her double breasts that we never ever have to see. Los Angeles, California, May the 23rd. Kennedy, president, that's her, of Lucasfilm, attend a launch event for the new Lucasfilm Star Wars series, The Acolyte, at El Capitan Theater in California. Boy, Kathleen Kennedy just standing there with a massive dose of piles lining her anus. That's why she's a target of my jabs and my jibes, because nobody likes her. Later in the video, Knee Pain detailed how co-workers at Lucasfilm lost their minds at him because he noted he did not like Ray Palpatine. Why would you lose your minds? Knee Pain said, I remember a personal experience being in the studio and being like, I don't know if I really like Ray. And my co-workers were just losing their ever shit at me, really getting pissed off at me because I didn't like it. Furthermore, he relayed that you could not express negative opinions regarding Disney Star Wars because, oh my God, it's taboo. I mean, what I'm going to say at this stage, folks, that is all from this gentleman's mouth. There's no hardcore evidence to back up except what he's telling you verbally. And from people who've watched the video, there's a 40-long video on the Echo-based network where they do talk to the guy. I watched a bit of it and I wasn't really that riveted by some of the answers Knee Pain was coming out with. And I was actually just fast forwarding the video in bits and pieces. But yeah, I can't wait to see the back of Star Wars. The video games for now from EA, Jedi Survivor, and the other Jedi game before that with Cal Kestis, who's a good character. You know, we'll see how long that lasts, because apparently they wanted to make the female love interest not his interest, if you know what I mean. They weren't turning him gay, but I think she, the character, they're trying to twist her the other way. So again, Vince Zampella, who is overseeing that game franchise, I hope he doesn't bow down to nonsensical politics. But then again, the people behind Titanfall are all now embracing diversity and LGBT, because when you're in a video game atmosphere, folks, this is what it's all going to be about now. It really is. And I just have no hope for the future. I really don't. So on that one, she's still here, ladies and gentlemen. All 37 double D of my favorite Southern woman, Rogue from the X-Men. And if I were you, and if you were me, you should come back for the next video. In a galaxy far, far away, you can find space knockers like these two. See, that's my pitch for Lucas Star Wars. Make it sexy again.
This is arguably the gayest Star Wars, I think, by a considerable margin. This is going to be a talking point.
Is it going to be a talking point?
I'm sure so.
Because nerds are gay.
We all make choices, but that was a choice.